For things you probably didn't know about doggy style, human intimacy goes far beyond physical pleasure. It is deeply tied to psychology, biology, and unspoken emotional needs. One of the most practiced positions around the world, doggy style, carries layers of meaning many people never consider. Behind its popularity lie hidden psychological triggers and biological benefits that shape the experience. Here are 4 surprising insights about doggy style you may not have known. 1. It awakens primal instincts of power and surrender. Psychologists suggest that this position appeals to deep-rooted instincts of dominance and vulnerability. For many men, it creates a natural sense of control, which can heighten arousal. For women, it can bring out feelings of surrender and exposure, yet paradoxically, this often builds greater trust and intimacy. This push and pull between power and vulnerability reflects primal aspects of human attraction. 2. It often intensifies female sensations biologically. Doggy style allows for deeper penetration and varied angles of stimulation. Research and surveys show that many women report stronger vaginal and GSPA pleasure in this position, sometimes leading to faster arousal and more powerful orgasms. Interestingly, psychology suggests that the expectation of stronger sensations alone can amplify desire and readiness for intimacy. 3. The lack of eye contact changes emotional focus in like face-to-face positions. This one reduces or removes direct eye contact. For some, this creates a raw physical intensity that feels purely primal. For others, it eases self-consciousness by reducing the pressure of being observed. Experts note that the absence of gaze shifts attention more toward bodily sensation than emotional connection, though. Couples can reintroduce intimacy through touch, verbal cues, or even mirrors. 4. It highlights communication in relationships. Surprisingly, sexual positions often reflect relationship dynamics. Doggy style, with its inherent power balance, can reveal how openly partners communicate about pace, comfort, and boundaries. Couples who talk freely about what feels good tend to create a more satisfying experience. In contrast, avoiding communication may turn it into something one-sided or uncomfortable. This shows that pleasure is not only about movement, it's equally about trust and emotional safety. Final takeaway: doggy style is far more than a physical position. It embodies psychological instincts, biological benefits, and reflections of relationship dynamics. By understanding these hidden layers, couples can move beyond routine and deepen their connection. At the heart of it, true intimacy thrives when curiosity, trust, and communication come together. Video script. For things you didn't know about doggy style psychology of intimacy, soft background music begins. Narration. When it comes to intimacy, most people think it's only about physical pleasure. But in reality, every touch, every position, and every choice we make in the bedroom is deeply connected to psychology, biology, and even unspoken emotional needs. One of the most popular positions across the world is doggy style. At first glance, it may look simple, but beneath the surface, it carries layers of meaning that most couples never realize. Today, we'll explore for surprising psychological and biological facts about doggy style that will change the way you see intimacy forever. Number 1. It activates primal instincts of power and vulnerability. Experts in psychology reveal that doggy style taps into a hidden balance of dominance and surrender. For men, the position often creates a sense of control and confidence. For women, it can awaken feelings of surrender and exposure, which paradoxically builds more trust and closeness. This delicate balance between power and vulnerability is one of the oldest forces in human attraction. Number 2. Women often experience stronger sensations. From a biological perspective, doggy style allows deeper penetration and unique angles of stimulation. Studies and surveys confirm that many women report more intense vaginal and GSPA spot pleasure in this position. Not only can this lead to quicker arousal and stronger orgasms, but psychology also tells us something fascinating. Even the anticipation of stronger pleasure can increase desire before the moment even begins. Number 3. The The absence of eye contact changes intimacy. Unlike face-to-face positions, this one usually removes direct gaze. For some, this makes the experience raw and primal, shifting focus purely to physical sensations. For others, it reduces the pressure of being watched, helping them relax and let go. But intimacy doesn't have to disappear. Couples can bring back closeness through gentle touches, whispered words, or even using mirrors to share the moment. Number 4. It reveals communication styles in relationships. Believe it or not, the way partners approach this position can reflect how they communicate in love and life. Because doggy style involves a natural power dynamic. Satisfaction depends heavily on trust and open dialogue. Couples who talk openly about pace, depth, and comfort usually find the experience deeply fulfilling. Without communication, however, it can feel one-sided or disconnected. At the end of the day, the secret is simple. Pleasure grows when both partners feel safe, heard, and respected. Final takeaway: doggy style is not just a position. It's a reflection of psychology, biology, and relationship dynamics. When couples approach it with curiosity, trust, and open communication, it transforms from a simple act into a gateway for deeper connection and lasting satisfaction. Narrator: when it comes to intimacy, most people think it's only about physical attraction and desire. But in truth, intimacy is layered. It's part biology, part psychology, and part emotional language between two people. In one position, doggy style has fascinated researchers, psychologists, and couples alike. For decades, it's practiced. Worldwide, it's popular across cultures, and it carries meanings far deeper than what we see on the surface. Today, we'll uncover 4 hidden truths about doggy style that reveal why so many people are drawn to it, and how it shapes trust, connection, and desire in relationships. 1. The psychology of power and surrender. Doggy style is often described as primal, and psychologists agree. This position awakens something ancient in us, instincts tied to dominance and vulnerability. For many men, this position naturally creates a sense of control. The angle, the stance, the rhythm, it feeds into an instinct of leadership, of taking charge. This isn't just physical, it's deeply psychological. A sense of power can amplify arousal because it ties into centuries of human behavior, where dominance often signaled strength and security. For women, the position can trigger something different, a sense of surrender. Paradoxically, vulnerability here is not weakness, it's a form of trust. By allowing herself to be in a more exposed position, she signals comfort and emotional safety with her partner. This exchange power on one side, vulnerability on the other, creates a unique bond. It mirrors primal attraction, but within a modern context of intimacy and trust. And here's the fascinating part. Psychologists explain that arousal often grows stronger when power and vulnerability exist together in balance. When one partner feels confident and the other feels safe, attraction flows naturally. 2. The biology of enhanced sensation. Beyond psychology, there's a biological explanation for why doggy style feels different. This position allows deeper penetration and access to different angles of stimulation. For many women, it creates more direct contact with the G-spot, leading to stronger sensations than face-to-face positions. Studies and surveys have found that a significant number of women report more intense orgasms in this position. But what's even more interesting is how the mind responds. Psychology tells us that the anticipation of stronger pleasure can heighten arousal even before intimacy begins. In other words, if a woman knows doggy style tends to bring her greater satisfaction, her body and mind may prepare more quickly for arousal. This creates a cycle. Expectation enhances desire. Desire enhances sensation, and sensation reinforces the preference for that position. It's not just physicalized, the brain and body working together. 3. The role of eye contact, or the lack of it. One of the most overlooked aspects of this position is eye contact, or rather, its absence. Unlike face-to-face intimacy, doggy style reduces or eliminates direct gaze. For some people, this transforms the experience into something purely physical, primal, raw, and instinct-driven. For others, it provides relief. Without the intensity of being watched, many people, especially those who feel self-conscious, find it easier to relax. Without the pressure of constant eye contact, they can let go of performance anxiety and focus. It's entirely on sensation. But intimacy doesn't vanish here, simply changes. Couples who want to maintain closeness can reintroduce connection in other ways. Gentle touches on the back, arms or hands, soft whispers and verbal affirmations, or even incorporating mirrors to share visual intimacy from a new perspective. In this way, doggy style can either heighten raw, physical focus or become a blend of primal energy and emotional closeness, depending on how partners choose to shape it. For a mirror of communication in relationships, perhaps, the most fascinating truth is this: doggy style often reflects the way couples communicate outside the bedroom. Why? Because this position naturally involves power dynamics. One partner usually sets the rhythm, the depth, the pace. Without communication, this can easily become unbalanced, leaving one partner less satisfied. But in healthy relationships, couples talk. They check in. They ask, "Is this good? Slower? Deeper? Do you like this?"